In the early summer of 2019, the small town of Brookhaven, Alabama, was thrown into turmoil after the death of a young black man named Marcus Reed, a tragedy that exposed the deep fault lines of race and justice in America. Marcus was 22 years old. He had recently completed his EMT training and was waiting for a job offer from the county's emergency service. Friends described him as calm, focused, and deeply compassionate, the kind of person who volunteered at local blood drives and never hesitated to help a stranger. On the night of May 17th, Marcus left a friend's house a little after 11. It was warm and quiet, the kind of southern night that wrapped the town in silence. Just a few blocks from home, flashing blue lights appeared behind him. A routine traffic stop, they said. 10 minutes later, Marcus Reed was dead. The police report claimed he reached for something during the stop. The officer insisted he feared for his life and fired 3 times. Marcus was unarmed. At first, Brookhaven tried to move on. Local news gave it 2 days of coverage. Officials said the case would be thoroughly reviewed. But for Marcus's mother, Angela Reed, silence was not an option. She began to ask questions, and the answers didn't add up. Witnesses reported hearing Marcus plead, "I'm not armed," moments before the shots. A leaked dashcam video confirmed it. The footage showed Marcus standing with his hands raised, the beam of a flashlight trembling against his chest, his voice shaking. Then, gunfire. The town erupted. Some residents defended the officer, calling it a tragic mistake. Others marched through downtown with signs that read, "Hands up, don't shoot," and "Justice for Marcus." Angela Reed became the heart of the movement, a quiet woman who had never sought attention. She spoke at city meetings, organized candlelight vigils, and reached out to national civil rights groups. "My son wanted to save lives," she said through tears. "He didn't deserve to have his taken away." Her persistence caught the attention of journalist Tara Bennett, who began digging into the case. What she uncovered changed everything. In unreleased body cam audio, the officer was heard saying before the encounter, "He fits the description. Let's make sure he doesn't run this time." The recording ignited outrage across the country. Protests spread, national news outlets picked up the story, and civil rights leaders called for federal intervention. But after months of hearings and promises, the outcome remained painfully familiar. The grand jury declined to indict. The officer returned to active duty. Angela Reed refused to let her son's name fade. She established the Marcus Reed Foundation, a nonprofit dedicated to police accountability and racial equity. Through her work, Marcus's story reached classrooms, city halls, and television screens across the nation. "Justice was denied," Angela said softly at one memorial, "but the truth still breathes, and as long as it does, Marcus's name will never be forgotten."